It's hard to believe almost a year has gone by. Everyone was glued to their TV, shocked by the images and the devastation in Haiti. Survivors were being pulled from their wreckage for days, even weeks after the quake. In all that dust and destruction, limbs were crushed, and that meant hundreds of amputations. Many surgeries were performed at Saint François de Sales, once one of Haiti's best hospitals. It is now mostly rubble. Patients, family members, and staff were trapped inside. The place had a bombed-out, war-torn feel to it. But it also had something else, an excellent reputation. CRS helped get the hospital running in the days after the quake. Desperate people started to flood in. Haitians carried friends and family on doors and signs, like this girl. I remember her well because I shot this video a few days after the quake. What did it feel like, I wonder, sitting there with a serious leg wound that was probably infected, with no friends or family around? Another young woman named Jeanine was also there, somewhere in the crowd. She was in a similar situation. Her foot was in bad shape. Jeanine, like so many others, put her trust in God and the doctors. 11 months later, Jeanine's life has dramatically changed. With her 4-year-old daughter Marley on her lap, she talks about what happened on January 12th, when the school she was in collapsed on her.
Et puis il y a un paquet de monde qui t'a fait bruit, qui a brûlé Jésus, Jésus, Jésus. Mais moi, je t'ai prié dans le cœur et puis pas de cas espérer bien. Sans t'as sauté dans l'air, dans la bouche, tout ça. D'habitude, bon Dieu. Mon seul bail m'a pété, mon Dieu. Pas que tu mourir. Et puis
Jeanine's cousin carried her around the city looking for a hospital. One was too crowded, the other had no doctors. They finally found help in the form of Saint François de Sales. But that's where she was delivered some bad news. Even now, it's hard to talk about. You can see that Marley has a little bit of her mom's thoughtfulness in her. But Jeanine is getting used to life with her new leg. She's navigating Port-au-Prince well, despite the stares and when people say they feel sorry for her. She is working as a teacher's aide at a bilingual English and French school, and her affection and patience toward the kids is obvious. Even with all she's been through, Jeanine still has a gentleness about her. She spends more than 9 hours a day at work, standing on her prosthetic, but she isn't the type to complain. Sure, at the end of the day she's sore, and yes, she will probably have to get her prosthetic refitted several more times in her life. But all that's minor, because each day at 3 p.m. she goes home to Auntie Marie, the woman who raised her. She'll walk down the path to her tiny apartment, and Marley, the love of her life, will come out and meet her. They'll sit and do homework together and listen to the radio and talk about the day. They just want to have a normal life. They just want to move on from the earthquake. Really, that's what every family in Haiti wants.